Kakadosh Bokeror, we're just going to continue now with the halachot of taking haircuts on Erev Shabbat. We're still in Siman Samech. There's a mitzvah to take a haircut on Erev Shabbat. Now he says, however, though, if on Erev Shabbat our hair is still not long, so therefore obviously you're not required to cut your hair. But again, there's a mitzvah to cut your hair on Erev Shabbat. Now it's fitting to do so mamash on Erev Shabbat because therefore, on Friday, because therefore it's recognizable that you're doing it lichvod Shabbat. However, though, if it's difficult to do it on lichvod Shabbat on Friday, so therefore you're allowed to do it on Thursday. However, though, it's better to do it on Thursday night than to do it on Friday, because obviously the closer to Shabbat, and especially on Thursday night, it's going to be more recognizable, right, that you're doing a lichvod Shabbat Kodesh, and that was also the minhag of Rav Ovadia Yosef, that he used to do it on Thursday nights. Now again, obviously if a person can't do it Thursday night, so then he would do it on Thursday. Now you're allowed to take it on Friday in the afternoon, even if it's going to be after Mincha Ketana, and even if it's going to be through a Jewish barber, as long as he already prayed Mincha. Obviously we're not talking about an Erev Pesach, because Erev Pesach after Chatzot it's a different halacha. However, though, on a regular Shabbat you're allowed to do it even after Mincha Ketana. Now he says, even if he did not pray Mincha, he says if the barber has different pairs of scissors, that if one of them is going to break, he's got other pairs, so therefore you can be mekel according to Minhag Sfaradim to take a haircut even lechatchila after Chatzot Hayom until the end of the 9th hour in the day. And even if he says, so therefore it's going to mean, especially if you're using an electrical one, you could be mekel as long as you could borrow another one. So therefore obviously there's more room to be lenient. Right now he speaks about now, what about on Rosh Chodesh that comes out on Erev Shabbat? There's a Rav Yehuda Hasid that he says you're not allowed to take a haircut on Rosh Chodesh. So here the Halacha Berurah brings down that a lot of people are not Choshesh to Rav Yehuda Hasid and they do take haircuts on Rosh Chodesh, and especially if Rosh Chodesh is going to come out on Erev Shabbat, so therefore they're allowed to do it Lichvod Shabbat even though it's going to be on Rosh Chodesh. So they can take a haircut and they don't need to suspect for Rav Yehuda Hasid. On Erev Shabbat Chol Moed, obviously, you're not allowed to come and take a haircut because it's Chol HaMoed. Chol HaMoed, you're not allowed to cut your hair. And the last halacha is that after taking a haircut, you have to do Netilat Yadayim. And even if it's only that you cut a little bit of the hair, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You have to do Netilat Yadayim. But again, here it's like all the other cases that we spoke about. It's enough only to wash your hands once. You don't have to wash your hands 3 times. You just do Netilat Yadayim once, and that's already going to be okay because you just cut your hair.